Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. PSG superstar footballer Idrissa missed a football match for personal reasons. But French media and some British media are convinced that he did it because he did not want to support LGBTQ rights.
ماذا Jannah.
More specifically because he didn't want to wear the t-shirt that has the rainbow of the LGBT on it. And now he is being hounded to not only clarify his stance, apologize, even though neither he or his team have confirmed this bit of news. And even be sanctioned. For what? For what exactly? There's no evidence regarding this. And what would he exactly be sanctioned for? For not promoting something that clearly goes against his religious values? Ironically, these are the same people that bang on about freedom of expression and freedom of speech. But when it comes to LGBTQ, amongst other things, freedom of speech can take a back seat, mate. As this Twitter post suggested, this sets a very dangerous precedent. Because Idrissa didn't say anything that can be considered anti-LGBTQ. In fact, he didn't say anything. But the mere assumption that he may have harbored those feelings is enough for not only him to be hounded, but those people that even support him. You can see even they're being outed as well. Refusing to support something should not be equated to being against it. For example, if you don't support Islam, can we say that you are against Islam? Of course not. You have a right not to agree with it. You have a right not to support it. Same should be said for LGBT.
So the LGBTQ ideology is riddled with inconsistencies, because it believes in gender binary or gender neutrality, which means there's no such thing as male and female. There's loads of genders, mate. But this causes inconsistencies. Namely, number one, those people that fight for women's rights. How can you do that if there's no such thing as women? And what about those men that identify as females? Does that mean that you're fighting for men's rights instead of females' rights? But they identify as women though. Number two, the L in LGBTQ stands for lesbianism, which is women liking women. But again, it comes back to this point. What if there's no such thing as women? Then how can you promote lesbianism?
Whoa.
Number three, biological men who identify as women beating women in women's competitions and also turning up at female changing rooms when they clearly look like men. How can you tell them what they're doing is wrong? So in conclusion, guys, this emphasis on sexuality being considered our identity can be considered as degrading, because what you're doing is you're taking our purpose, you're taking our existence and coalescing it to a mere sexual act. And lastly, guys, confusing little kids as young as 4 about their gender when these little rugrats are confused about what toy to play with next. This can be considered by some to be abusive and even grooming. This smokescreen that LGBTQ uses of freedom, it seems that only a few groups can qualify for this freedom, like LGBT, pro-Israel guys. We fall short and we don't get to qualify for this level and this degree of freedom of expression. Inshallah, you guys have benefited. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.